Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Welcome to This Week in Prophecy. We got the Abraham Accords. Kazakhstan has joined the party. Supreme Court and the Olympics have taken up gender issues. And a tribute to Fran. Nancy Pelosi is retiring from the U.S. House of Representatives, and we will reflect back on her investing career. We're going to start Daniel 9, verses 26b through 27. Then the people of the prince who is to come will destroy the city and the sanctuary. So that city is Jerusalem, and the sanctuary will be the temple. The end will come like a flood, and until the end, there will be war. So we're going to see wars continue up until the end. They may drop off a little bit and have a sense of false peace. Desolations have been decreed, and he, that'd be the Antichrist, will confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. But in the middle of the week, he will put an end to sacrifice and offering, and on the wing of the temple will come the abomination that causes desolation until the decreed destruction is poured out upon him. So let's talk about what is not. President Trump is not the Antichrist. And we're just going to walk through this verse by verse, take a look at what things are now, what we have going on currently in this world. We do not have a covenant or a treaty that's been confirmed with anybody. Nobody has said anything. The closest thing's the Abraham Accords, but they're not for a week or a set of 7 or 7 years. Those terms are synonymous in Hebraic thought relative to time. So you see a week, a set of 7 or 7 years. We don't have anything that's like a 7-year covenant or a 7-year treaty or a 7-year agreement going around out there. There is no temple. So, we can't defile the temple if you're the Antichrist. There is no 10-member council or group of leaders or nations of iron and clay or 10 horns. There is not a structure out there that has a group of 10 that we can point to. And a reminder, the Antichrist will take out 3 of the 10 and assume authority. Now, we're just not there yet. So, trust me, when we get to the point, we will cover the 10 toes of iron and clay in Daniel in detail when a group of 10 leaders or 10 nations or 10 whatever emerges, which very interested to see what's going to happen with this peace council of Trump's peace plan. We don't know how many people that's going to have, but that will definitely be worth watching. But otherwise, we don't have a structure in place in the world that fits any of this. I mean, and the conditions aren't there yet either. So with that, we're going to move forward. President Trump has announced Kazakhstan has joined the Abraham Accords. So this evening, I'm also delighted to report that Kazakhstan has officially agreed to join the Abraham Accords. And I just wanted to thank you, Mr. President. So if you want to hear Trump's comments, click on this link. You can hear those. It's on X. If you're on the website here, just click on the link and you can watch that. Now, I did ask Grok, and I think it's important that we take a look at what the Abraham Accords actually are at this point. I think we're going to be seeing more news on that. Trump has hinted that there'll be other countries joining the Abraham Accords. And there are a series of historic normalization agreements signed in 2020 between Israel and several Arab states, marking the first public diplomatic recognitions of Israel by Arab countries in over 25 years. Brokered with significant U.S. mediation under the Trump administration, they aimed to foster peace, economic cooperation, and regional stability in the Middle East without requiring resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict as a prerequisite. So, the Accords emphasize mutual respect, shared Abrahamic heritage, hence the name, honoring the patriarch Abraham, common to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Some of these benefits include trade and investment, billions in UAE, Israel deals, in tech, energy, and defense, as an example. Tourism and direct aviation, which they have direct aviation now from Israel to the Saudi Arabian Peninsula, although the Saudis have not joined the Abraham Accords yet. Security cooperation against common threats like Iran. Cultural and religious exchanges, including Muslim access to Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque. And that's not the Gold Dome, that's the mosque south of the Gold Dome on what's known as the Temple Mount. So again, analysis and summary provided by Grok AI. So currently, membership of the Abraham Accords includes the United States as mediator with Israel, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, Kazakhstan, and Sudan having signed off on the agreement. Now, in Sudan, they're having some problems right now. Got a little civil war going on. They've not met some of the conditions yet. Also keep in mind, Israel has agreements with Jordan and Egypt. Very interested to see what's going to come of this, quote, peace council from the Trump peace plan. I think that's like phase 3 is when that kicks in. Trump's going to be the head of it. So, again, he can't be the Antichrist because the Antichrist is going to come and take out 3 of them, and he will then take charge. So we don't even have a group of 10 yet. And am I saying the peace council is going to be the 10? No, we don't even know how many people are going to be in the peace council. Who they are, where they're from, nothing. It's coming. So we'll see, and we'll see how it lines up with Scripture, and then we'll move forward accordingly. And with that from the Middle East, let's go to Jesus, Matthew 9, verse 4. Jesus answered, "Have you not read that from the beginning the Creator made them male and female? Just in the Olympics to ban all transgender athletes from competing in female events after discovering an unfair advantage." I'll say it isn't so. Did some serious research there at the Olympics, and they discovered that people with XY chromosomes have an unfair athletic competitive advantage over those with XX chromosomes. Boy, that's something. I'm glad they looked into that. Caroline Leavitt, this happened in the United States. The Supreme Court delivered a victory to the Trump administration regarding a policy that passports should identify people based only on biological sex, so male or female. The Supreme Court has decided there are 2 genders that we can put on a passport, male and female, based on biological sex. Not what you feel or not what you identify as, but your anatomy, your chromosomes. Well, it's kind of odd because I know one of those justices who was just recently appointed. Can't think of her. Oh, shame on me. She didn't know the difference. She wasn't a biologist. Maybe she's brushed up on some of this, and I don't know. I doubt she should have abstained in voting, since she did not know. She wasn't a scientist or a biologist and could not make the determination of the difference between a man and a woman, or didn't know what a woman was, or whatever that situation was. She should have abstained from voting on this issue based on her testimony prior to becoming a Supreme Court justice. And I'm sure many of you out there, the name is escaping me. She's an African-American woman, Supreme Court justice. My age is catching up with me. The name is escaping. But nonetheless, enough of her colleagues voted, hey, male and female only on the passport. So, Ephesians 4, verse 19. "And they have become callous, having given themselves up to indecent behavior for the practice of every kind of impurity with greediness." With greediness. The she-wolf of Wall Street, Nancy Pelosi, has announced her retirement from Congress. She is not going to seek re-election. And in her 37-year career in Congress, she has made $130 million worth of stock profits. A profit of 16,930%. Could be one of the greatest investing minds of all time. We're looking at her right there. Let's break this down. Let's go to this New York Post article. Hey, close that down. We need to get to this business about what... They don't want me to read this. My goodness. Look at all the ads trying to cover up the career of Nancy Pelosi. Her and her husband made $130 million in stock profits. She's 85. I guess she's decided she has enough. I hope she can make it the rest of her life on that $130 million plus. First woman to wield the speaker's gavel. Made some incredible returns. I got to shrink this down so we can... What is going on? I'm not excited about this. Okay, we'll do it this way. So she started... Oh, that's how we get away with this. Okay. She took office when she was 47 years old. Started out with just roughly $600,000 to $800,000 in stocks. Portfolio has soared to $133.7 million, allegedly, according to estimates from Quiver Quantitative. 38 years in Congress. Net worth of $280 million. Okay. Oh. The windfall represents a staggering 14.5% average annual return, beating the S&P, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. They were around 7 to 9%. Last year, Nancy made 54%. That's pretty good. She beat mostly every large hedge fund in the United States. Has inspired congressional trading, banned bills, and ETFs named after her. I followed Nancy in some of her investments. Palo Alto. I did follow her into Palo Alto, software company. Made a little bit there. Well, there it is. Palo Alto Networks, Salesforce, Netflix, NVIDIA, Apple. Pelosi's are worth an estimated $280 million today. And she's got some other ventures, including a Napa Valley winery. That's worth between $5 and $25 million. A Bay Area Italian restaurant. She is Italian. I think she's from Baltimore. Her family's from Baltimore. Her dad was a mayor. That's how she got into politics. There she is when she first won a voice for California. Pacific Heights area home, San Francisco, valued at $8.7 million. Of course, we got all sorts of things we want to ban. Congressional trading, Senate tradings. And she's not alone. And it's not a Democrat thing or a Republican thing. They both parties have their poster boys and girls for insider trading. And she's not the worst offender. There's a guy out of Oklahoma. I think he's a senator out of Oklahoma. He's up there pretty good. He's a Republican. But there are several who do it. Plenty of lists out there. There's the House. Paul Pelosi was brutally attacked there in 2022. There were some rumors about some funny business going on there. We're not going to cover that today. There's Paul. What's he driving there? I think that might be a Maserati. I'm not sure. Or a Porsche? Can't tell. I think that is a Porsche. Not familiar with those types of cars. I drive Hondas, Toyotas. Oh well. At any rate, Nancy's retiring. So that's all we got for this week. Appreciate you guys following along. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to share with others. And appreciate all those who've been following along. Wishing you guys a good week. Take care. Bye.